All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, the Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. And this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. Now we care about this because if women click somewhere in our ad, that means they did not simply scroll on by, which means our ad did enter their brain because they clicked somewhere on the ad, which means their chance of them buying from us at that point becomes a non-zero. And that's the only time that happens. So we got to get this number as high as possible. Under 6% means there's something terribly wrong. Above 6%, easy. And that's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Super common, the thing I keep seeing everywhere, but it's not, everyone accepts it as normal, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. The deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, 3 PCM, which we'll talk more at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So our universe is taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Easy enough, we got the solution. BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it. And all we do is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ads. So we leave the original, we duplicate it, and we only treat the duplicated ads. Treatment takes about a week. We look at the metrics. After a week, we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. Once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Easy enough, treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. Achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Next, my residency. So I went out and took some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the universe, brought them back to the hospital, tested them, treated them, and so we'll go through that here. First part of my residency, found the first one, brought it to the hospital, tested it. Unique CTRL 4.3%. Anytime unique CTRL is under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. So this one has BLCS. And so we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. And so we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, then now they only need to spend $6,300 a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to actually get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So now the Boudoir photographer can pocket that $3,700 a month as kind of like a phantom profit. They don't have to spend it. It's like 40K phantom profit over in the next year without having to do any extra work. All right, second one that I brought in to the hospital, tested it, found the unique CTRL was 1.39%. So it's under 6%. So we know that's BLCS is present. So it can duplicate it, treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. And when that happens, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, now they all need to spend 1.6 grand a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. And that means the business owner, the Boudoir photographer, can pocket that $8,400 a month that they no longer have to spend as kind of like a phantom bonus, as like an extra burst bonus, phantom bonus. They can actually increase the they can actually increase the money in their pocket by like 100 grand over the next year, literally by just having their Boudoir Facebook ad treated with Boudoir Pico. Then finally, had a patient come in. Unique CTRL was 5.03%, so we know that BLCS was present. Also treated it with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original was wasting 67% of ad spend. And as a result, we are, if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original, now he only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get the ad into the same number of women's brains in the both scenarios. So that extra 6,700 bucks a month, he no longer has to spend. He pockets that. It's like a phantom bonus, and that's like 80K at the end of the, in 1 year. In the next 12 months, that he no longer has to. He literally no longer has to. Spend. So it's kind of an extra bonus for him. So the average Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers here: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. So the average Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. So if they're spending more, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, the average is 5K per month being wasted. Approximately, we can put that back in their pockets. That's like approximately 60K over the next year. So we're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So I'm already seeing the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is is actually trusting that what Facebook says we should fill out is what is best for us to fill out instead of being best for Facebook. So a consequence of having all this stuff filled out is way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad. And as a result, it pulls our unique CTRL under 6% and increases the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad per unit time means Meta can serve more ads per unit time and make more money per unit time. The more women bypass, just scroll by our ad because they ain't clicking into reading anything more. They ain't looking at ours at all. So we never ever follow what Facebook recommends because of that. Creative, yeah, probably okay. I mean, we got a little bit up here. Nah. Creative, yeah, good enough. Next, looking at the see more headline first 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile news feed before it gets cut off, and it says ... see more at the last quarter of line 3. Calling all VA and NC beauties. For a limited time, you can book your boudoir. All right, we got only 1 point of relevant context here. So the mistake we got here is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is, we're doing things similar to what we see other boudoir photographers are doing. But 100% of the other boudoir Facebook ads I've seen and seen the backend metrics and taken in on my own and tested, 100% have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So everyone's making the same mistakes. So that's why everyone I've seen has had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, the consequence of this, way more women gonna be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually increasing the probability we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So overall diagnosis, probably believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6% and has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe we got a case of BLCS here. All right. And so if you're a BLCA, Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, because you got the 3 pre-click mistakes, and you want to, you know, save, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to eliminate approximately 50% of your ad spend, which would be 5K a month, approximately 60 grand in the next year. And you decide you want to do this because you're looking for all the ways to pull more profit out of the business. Since inflation's going up, more boudoir photographers entering the market. It's getting more and more competitive. And you want to become dominant boudoir advertiser. Then shoot me a DM when I open for a new patient intake. Right now I'm not. My DMs are closed. But when my DMs do open, shoot a DM and we will see if you qualify.